Hey guys, first I want to apologize for the glare. I know it can, have this is really the only place I can put my computer where, where it. Actually, you know what? I'm probably gonna turn the lights off. Hold on. Since it's still daytime. Here. Okay. Yeah, that's better since there's not as much of a glare. Anyways, I apologize for that. What this video is gonna be on is, I cannot stand when people do this to me. It's getting shushed. Like, when people go shh, or they tell you to be quiet or shut up, or I'm talking, you're not, or something like that. It gets me in a bad mood, okay? I know you probably think I'm like a sensitive crybaby by now, but that's just me. I honestly don't know why, it's hard to explain, and is it, it may be a spectrum thing, people who are on the spectrum, they make a bigger deal out of it than people who are neurotypical. I don't know, but it just gets me in a bad mood, and I have some stories of times where I got shushed. I'll tell some of them. Again, these probably won't be in chronological order. These will just be in whatever order I decide. I remember one time I got shushed. It was when my friend Christy came over, back when I lived in Orange Grove. I believe this was February 15th, 2017. But I'm not 100% sure. It could have been another day she came over. But I think it was back in February 15th, 2017. Me and Christine, we're saying our favorite Pixar's Cars lines. Christine said, "She only likes me for my body," the one Toe Mayer said. And then I did a Chick Hicks one where he said, "Seriously, that was some pretty darn nice racing out there." And then I was like, "By me!" Because I think that part's really funny when Chick Hicks makes Lightning think that he's complimenting him, but he's really saying that about himself. And then my mom was like, "Shh, quiet," or something like that. It pissed me off so much. I'm just trying to have some fun. I'm just trying to have some fun. Let me be. And I remember a time, this was in school. I was barely even talking. I was just kind of saying something to myself, and then my literature teacher, she was like, "Shh, shh, shh," and that made me feel uncomfortable. And I remember another time I got shushed by the same teacher, like I was like looking at a poster, and I was reading it, but it wasn't like out loud. It was like very quietly. Like I don't even know how she could have heard me. I was just reading it like this. And then she goes, "Shauna, I'm talking, not you." Yeah, that made me feel uncomfortable. And I remember another time I got shushed by a math teacher back in junior high. For the literature teacher, I had her in my lower classman years, and for my math teacher that I'm about to mention, I had him in my junior high years. Like, I don't even know what I said really. Like, we were having cookies in that class, and we were all talking about them, and again, I was like really, really, I didn't even say it that loud. I was just like this. And then he goes, "Be quiet, Shauna." For me, like, the easiest place to get shushed at is a hotel. For most people, it's a library or movie theater. But since I don't go to either of those hardly. For me, the easiest place to get shushed at is at a hotel, like, excuse me. I remember countless times where my mom would shush me and be like, "Shh, we're in a hotel." And I wouldn't even be being that loud. Like, there was a time where we were at the pool. I believe it was the beginning of, the spring of 2013. I was at the pool, just having a good time, minding my own business, and my mom gets mad at me because she thought I was being too loud, and it got me in a bad mood. I don't know why I'm like this, but at least I'm not the only one, For a while, I thought I was the only one. Then I saw The Wheat is Heat 96 and Blake McAlpine did rants on these, and it also makes them feel very uncomfortable when they get shushed. So at least I know I'm not the only one anymore. Now, it won't make me cry, It's not gonna make me cry if I get shushed like it would, like if I got yelled at. I wouldn't say it would make me cry, it would just get me in a bad mood, make me feel nervous, angry, uncomfortable. The only time it would make me cry is if, number one, I was already in a bad mood to begin with, and number two, they were very rude about it, not just a shh, quiet, but they were telling me to be quiet, or yelling at me as well. That would probably make me cry. But if it's just a shh, you gotta be quiet, and that wouldn't be enough to make me cry, but it would be enough to put me in a bad mood. For example, I actually remember a time that happened almost 3 years ago. This was actually when I was in the bathroom, which made it worse, and my mom and I was like just having a good time. I was like watching YouTube videos, and I was repeating lines and just having a good time. Then my mom comes into the bathroom and shushes me, and that got me in a bad mood. And I don't know. I don't know, guys. Some people are just like this. When someone shushes me, I just want to just. That's what I want to do. Again, I know this is a strange video, but you know what, guys? I like talking about these. You know, it feels good to talk about this stuff. Excuse me. It feels good to. It just releases stress. It cleanses the mind. You know, it gives people videos, you know, people like me videos to relate to, and I just like doing these types of videos. It just gives me a sense of relief, if that makes sense. Anyway, that's probably all I have to say for this video. I can't think of anything else. Point is, it's not fun getting shushed, you know. I mean, if I'm being like loud, like, you know, if I'm being like really loud, then yes, sometimes it's necessary to shush someone. But if I'm just like being really quiet, like, you know, some people just do it out of paranoia because they're paranoid and they think we're being loud when we're actually not. But yeah, this is the video, guys. I'll see you in my next video.